So the latest episode of Blue Lock is definitely a prelude to things that may be coming up, because I definitely have seen the inclinations of little things happening here or there, like Asagi starting to learn, Rio and a few others taking a stage and starting to like manifest their powers and get a little stronger. But overall, the episode was all about introducing these new characters and their powers and how they will affect the field. And that's the key. It's trying to figure out who is going to be that hero, as even Asagi was saying, because whomever can manifest the changes to the field and what's been happening will be the ones that become the hero of the game. Kind of like in the beginning, how we saw Nagi just pop off and make an incredible score. Crowd was all over him. Now we got the second half. Who's going to be the runaway hit from Blue Lock? Because it's definitely gonna be someone from Blue Lock, but I'm hoping it's Asagi, our MC. But we'll see how things turn out. Now, as an episode that was called Subs Take the Stage, they did just that. We saw that Shido was coming in. We already knew that he was for the Japanese team. But the key is, when I saw that this was the title, I was like, oh, we're gonna have some members from Blue Lock get transferred in. I was absolutely surprised to see Rio and the light blue-haired guy come in. I for sure thought we're gonna get Rio and Baru. With the fact that the main theme song showcases Baru tearing up the field, you know, I'm thinking, okay, all right, they would include him in the main theme if he wasn't gonna actually be in the game and play. But no, he's not, at least right now. We get Rio with his new chameleon move that we got several episodes ago. So the question was, all right, how is he going to manifest it? How is he going to use it? And the fact that he's actually a defender and he was watching the enemies. He was watching everyone play to see what they could do. So he's like, okay, all right, I will just copy what they do, which is actually a pretty good idea. You know, if we need someone defensive, copy the defensive plays from your opponents, if you're able to pull it off. Now, of course, this is the gimmick of Rio at this moment in time, so we'll see how long that lasts, or if he's going to be like, you know, a few little, I'm sure they're going to have more moments of him copying moves here and there, but will they actually be playmakers, or will they accentuate someone else making a grand play? So Hiyori, the light blue-haired guy, they really downplayed him a lot in the previous episodes. Like previous episodes, they kind of showcased that he was okay, he was adequate, as he kind of propelled Asagi in order to get on the actual team for the tryouts. But now that he's actually in, like I said, I for sure thought it was going to be Baru coming in here and trying to rip up, you know, the plays between Sae and see what they could do, as he kind of like he's not necessarily the opposite, but he kind of is similar to Shido. And it's like, all right, let's see what he does. No, they don't even put Baru in. We got Hiyori coming in here, and it's like, okay, what can he really do? Because we don't really know. He didn't really manifest anything. So now we know that his ability is the fact that he's able to make precise passes, to make that plays for other people. But it's such a strong ability in this case, especially in a grand game like this, to where playing off of someone and getting the chemical reaction with anyone, so then that way he could pass the ball precisely between people or further away. So whenever he gets the ball, the rest of the team of Blue Lock is looking to him to be like, all right, hand it to me, I'm open, you know? So he's able to assess and see where he goes with his precise footing. So it's like, okay, all right, I see how it is. My question is, how long can this last? Because to me, the power is nice, but I don't know if it's strong enough to necessarily be the winning game play. Now, granted, you know, like with Rio, it could be something that used to help Asagi, help Ren make a score in the future, but I don't think it's like, it's not necessarily strong in and of itself to be that hero of the game. So it's like, okay, all right, he could help the hero, but not necessarily be the hero himself. I still would love to see Baru and a few others actually take the field, but you know, we'll see how it goes as far as now that the score is tied. So let's talk about improvements. So one thing I saw in this episode was the fact that if you really take a look at it, remember that Shido, our antenna guy here, is from Blue Lock. He was the #2 player. Well, as he's about to take this goal shot, Sae was coaching him because it seemed like at first he wanted to hit the ball and do a free kick, but Sae is like, is that really the best move? Is that what you envision? Is that the score that you want to pull off? Because he's coaching him. It's like, take what is reliable and take what you were thinking and meet it at the intersection of the two. And it seemed to me, it was like, okay, if he had taken the free kick, then it probably would have been blocked. It probably wouldn't have been as strong as a move as he wanted. But Sae there, you got to remember, Sae is from experience. He's played these real life make or break games before. Sae is like, okay, think about what you want to do and then pull it off. So now Shido, I don't know if he's in love with him, but he definitely loves Sae as more now. He's like, hey, how about we share contact info? And Sae's like, you get a hat trick, then I'll share my contact. He's like, ooh, yes. I mean, Shido's definitely very interesting as he was getting a high off his scores. It was something different. Someone like Sae coach Shido and goad him into actually making the play that he wanted to play. Because even they were saying no one could really contain Shido. The Blue Lock couldn't, at first the Japanese team couldn't, but Sae's like, no problem. Whatever you want to do, I got you. So Sae is definitely stepping up and being the chemical reaction to this crazy, wild dude that no one else could do before. But also, we have Isagi. Isagi here, if you pay attention, he didn't really make that many good plays. He didn't really do a whole lot. They really didn't showcase him a whole lot this episode. It was all about the sidekicks and other side people. But when he had the possibility of the shot on the goal, I knew he wasn't going to make it because they didn't really hype it up as much as they normally do. It was like, oh, the ball's coming to him. Oh, he's going to wind up. I was like, nah, this doesn't feel right. And of course, he gets blocked off, but he's learning because he was sitting there early in the episode looking at Sae and Shido, looking at their chemical reaction, looking at other people, and even the guy that got off the field that could track a little bit, he's starting to learn and get the pieces from other people. And he was even himself talking, it's like flow, reaction, okay. So this is all a prelude, as I said, as far as the episode, because yeah, we got a little information about other people, but our main character, our MC, with Isagi, with Ren, didn't really take the stage here, didn't really show up or show out. So it's definitely something, it's like, okay, they tied it up 2-2. Our MC is learning, he's figuring it out, he's getting there. So once it clicks and he fires up, oh man, it's gonna be absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see it. Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. But like I said, this episode I think was okay, it was fine. There were some moments that definitely were graphically like, really? But then, of course, they did pull off the graphics and whenever it counted, like the shots and such. So I see what they're trying to do here, like save their budget for the big plays. And the additional time, they definitely don't have the budget there because the additional time is so jarring. I was like, what in the world? And the joke they made in additional time where they're like naked buddies, I was like, why would you say that? Why did you put that out there? Is there, whatever. Just a few little funny things here and there. But of course, don't forget to like the video and don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. And if you like what we're doing, make sure you hit that notification. So then that way you will know when more reviews are coming out there. In the meantime, you guys be safe. Take care. And Lord willing, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.